All right, this is the final part. I have 18 minutes left on my phone. So I'm not going to talk about Xanus. This is final part. This is part three. I'm going to talk about Xanus. If you hear the noise, there's people watching TV upstairs. You gotta excuse the noise. So Xanus, the last hope for Xanus will be a movie I'm going to be adapting based off my fantasy novel that I wrote, The Last Hope for Xanus, published in 3 volumes. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. I'll make the movie for $1.2 billion. Really, Ivan? Yes, the most expensive movie trilogy ever made. The Hobbit was made for $645 million to $700 million for the 3 movies. I'm making the 3 movies for $1.2 billion. I'll blow the technology of The Hobbit and even Lord of the Rings out of the water, even Avatar out of the water. That's why all these directors are going to be jealous of Peter or Mel Gibson, obviously. And Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson are my top 2 candidates for to direct my movie. Peter Jackson, I'll pay him his $85 million base for the movie. So you get your $10 million signing bonus for 3 years of pre-production, and then for production you get your $65 million for, like, I don't know, 11 months of shooting. You get a $10 million post filming bonus for 2 weeks after you finish filming. And you take him and his family, his immediate family, on a vacation. Mel Gibson, I'll pay him $56 million base, $10 million sign bonus for 3 years of pre-production, $40 million for the 11 months of shooting, and a $6 million post-filming bonus. And then Peter Jackson, you give him $450 million of the box office receipts, and you give him $80 million of the merch receipts. That's enough, Peter. If you want a $1 billion deal, $800 million deal for the rollies, I'm not paying you that, you fucking greedy pig. I'm not going to pay you that, you greedy animal. That's enough money. $580 million deal is like almost 700 million New Zealand dollar. That's enough money. I'm not going to pay you any more money. I want like double that. I want like $830 million in rollies. Like, I know, Peter, you want your $1 billion deal. I'm not going to pay you that, man. You're fucking crazy. This is double you made for the rings. This is enough. You're just greedy, man. You're greedy fucking pig, yeah. Peter's agent's like, I have to do it for Peter Ivan. He doesn't even make this in Hollywood. Yes, he doesn't make this in Hollywood. It's enough money. You're just greedy, Peter. Ivan, I want more, man. I want more. I'm like, Peter, no, I'm not going to pay you more. Ivan, what about the game? Are you going to give Peter a piece of that? I'm like, no, I'm not giving Peter a piece of the game. That's enough money. I mean, he's not getting squat the game. Some Sarah. And Mel will pay him $180 million of the film box office receipts. And I'll pay him $25 million of the merch receipts. So Mel Gibson signed a $260 million deal, which is like, I don't know, $205 million in American money. It's a massive contract for Mel Gibson. Not the kind of money Peter's making, but he's puny compared to Peter. He's not puny, but his net worth is a portion of Peter's. Hence why I'm paying him quite a bit less. He's making a bit less than half what Peter's making, because he's not as big as Peter. Peter is worth like $1.7 billion. He's loaded, that guy. Mel's loaded too, but he's not a billionaire like Peter. Peter's a billionaire. Mel Gibson's not a billionaire. He's a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, but he's not a billionaire like Peter, right? That's my deal for the 2 directors. So the question is, who is better for the job? Peter or Mel? I don't know. Something tells me Mel's the guy, but something also tells me Peter might be the guy. I don't know. It just depends on their answers when I test their creativity, obviously. Okay, when you read my book, what are you thinking of for the North? What are you thinking of for the South? What are you thinking of for Aratat? Do you see Aratat, Peter, as a PG-13 wolf? Do you see him as a 14-plus wolf? Or do you see him as a horrific devil, a rated R wolf? I see him as a rated R horrific devil. Okay, good answer. Mel, what do you think of Aratat? You think of him as a 14-plus wolf, a PG-13 wolf, or a rated R devil? I think of him as a rated R devil, Ivan. The Curse of Answer of the South. You see them as devils, see them as devils. Do you see the crows as devils? Yes. You see morale, you feast and all. I see them as radar devils. Okay, good answer. What do you think of for the North? The North has a peaceful, holy feel like Rivendell, Ivan. Yes, that's the answer I'm looking for. What about the South, Ivan? The South is a different realm than the North. Yes, that's the answer I'm looking for. It's a cursed atmosphere, a cursed region. So is it completely cursed? It's cursed, but it has some beauty. Yes, the south has some beauty, but it's different than the north. It's cursed. The sky is a little gray sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like you got for Passion of Christ, yeah. It's a different realm than the north. Mel's like, I see it kind of like hell. Okay, like hell, do you mean like it's like complete hell? No, Ivan, it has some beauty. It's a different region, a different atmosphere. Yes, that's the answer I'm looking for. And whoever comes with an answer, that's the director I'm going to hire. Sarah? Something tells me the majority of my team are gonna go for Peter, and the minority are gonna go with Mel. Something tells me VJ and George will say Ivan go for Mel, and something tells me I don't know, my two sort of was John Favreau, Filoni, whoever I hire, they might tell me go for Peter Ivan. Peter's your man Ivan. He's the fantasy guy Ivan. He did that Lord of the Rings trilogy. Yeah, you have this. You know what I'm saying? VJ Ivan, what does your heart tell you? I'm like, VJ, my heart's telling me Mel. No, I don't hate Peter Jackson. My heart's telling me Mel Gibson, not Peter or VJ. VJ's like, yeah, Ivan, my heart's telling me Mel too. Yeah. Somebody tells you Mel's gonna make a kick-ass movie, man. Because the guy's a talented director. He's gonna have Eric that be so horrific because he's into that stuff. Passion Christ, you have all the demons and the horror of that. Jesus, yeah, he's into that stuff, Mel. Whereas Peter, his Lord of the Rings trilogy was PG-13, but Lord of the Rings has horror too. Those ring races were freaky too, right? And Fellowship of the Ring, those were freaky ring race, man. Yeah. And the orcs are pretty creepy too in Lord of the Rings. That's why they're both really good. Some Sarah. Yeah. You think Peter will push for PG-13 Wolf? I don't think so. I think Peter will push for a rated R horrific devil too. You read my book. It's very clear that Eretec's a devil himself. Yeah, if you want to tell power of a soul, you have to have Eretec be devils. Yes. You have to be devils, obviously. So 780 towards the movie, 410 towards salaries, and 10 million towards the documentary. That's the structure of my budget for the movie. I'm gonna put $460 million towards the Unreal Engine 5 game, and Rabbi will be the face of my game division. He'll be doing the walkthroughs for my Xanus game. Pay him a good $40,000 for the deal. You give him perks. He stays at suite while he's doing his walkthrough. You can cover his feeding, give him like, I don't know, $800 gift card for food. You know what I'm saying? You can have like cab services for him when he wants to eat his lunch and all that stuff. You can do that for him. You can give him his $2,000 gift card, $300 gas card too. You give him a free copy of the game. He's gonna want to play it when he goes home, right? Obviously. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. So let's say I choose Peter. Don't have me mail, what I'm saying. I'll have his wife, Fran, Barry Osborne, and Guillermo del Toro come on board. Hey, Peter, what do you think of Guillermo del Toro as your assistant director? I think he's good for the role. Okay, have him on board. He'll be your assistant director. He'll help you direct the movie. And then your wife, Fran, can help my 17 with the business calls. And she can help you with your notes and help us write the script. Yeah, Del Toro, I want him to help me write the script too. My two girls will help me write the script. Sarah? Yeah, so you sign Peter first, and you sign his wife, Barry Osborne, and Guillermo del Toro. Your Xanus movie. Sarah? Yeah. Peter will help me and VJ handle the main things for the movie, and he has to help me sign the contracts for the main things. So Peter, VJ, and Peter, we handle the important stuff, the main things for the movie, for the business calls, the script, obviously the concept arts, and signing the important people, like the actors, the cinematographers, and the visual effects team. Those are the three most important people in your crewman. And all the other guys who are not as important, don't hate me. They're all important, don't hate me, I'm saying. The two guys, the two screenwriters will sign the rest of the crewmen. Lord of the Rings and Hobbit crewmen, I'm saying. Yeah. The head chefs, so Eric Chong, I'll most likely have him as my head chef. Peter has to help me sign. I even pay him $200K. That's good enough. I like Peter, man. So I'll be fucking greedy. You greedy fucking pig. No, he's my head chef. Pay him his $415,000 a week. He lives a great life. He's my head chef. Make sure he gets paid. Don't be cheap, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Because Peter's cheap, obviously, yeah. Do I have full power for the contracts? No, Peter, you don't. I don't trust you with the contracts. I'm scared you're going to offer Von Jose $500K and John Maega like $2 million. Don't pay them that. Pay them a rich contract. Pay John his 8.9, 8.5. Pay Von Jose his like $4 to $3.5 million. Don't be cheap, Peter. Don't be cheap, VJ too. Sweetie, don't be fucking cheap. Because VJ's cheap too. She's a Hollywood chick. Ivan, $2 million is good enough for John Maega. I'm like, no, VJ. Pay him his 8.5 to $8.9 million. Don't be cheap. He's a Hollywood actor. Pay him a lot of money. What if John Maega is an A-list actor? If John Maega is an A-list actor, then I'll pay him his 9. His 9.1 maybe or something like that. Because I heard John Maega signed a deal with a new agency. A better agency, I heard. And I think he's doing a movie called They Clone Tyrone or something like that. He's doing some pretty big movies. He might be an A-lister by the time I do Xanus. If he is, I'll pay him his 9. His 9.1 or something like that. Obviously, some Sarah. I can give him maybe $6 million of the royalty. $5.9 million of the royalties. I can pay him a bit more if he's an A-lister by then. We'll see what happens, obviously. Some Sarah. Yeah. So Peter has to help me co-write the script every morning from 9 to 12. Every morning. Peter Jackson has to help me co-write the script from 9 to 12 every morning. And from 12 to 1, everyone eats lunch. And then from 1 to 5... Nice. Robert has a part 2 of the Grey Hill game. I'm excited for that. It's a sick game. I'll watch it after I watch my show. And after lunch, Peter will do the concert arts with me, VJ, Guillermo Toro, and George Lucas. And the 3 concert artists, he'll help me do the concert arts with those guys. You know, my nice, like, Gran Turismo, like, building, my other building, obviously. Here's Ivan, this is your concert room? I'm like, yeah. He's like, holy shit, it's nice. This is nicer than New Line stuff. New Line's a lot, yeah, it's nicer than New Line, son. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Obviously. And then once we do the concert arts, Peter has to go back to his hotel and he has to take his notes with Guillermo Toro. I want him helping him out, and Frank can help him out if he wants to. Take your notes, Peter, for a good hour for what we wrote down this day. That way you're prepped and you don't wing like you did for The Hobbit. I don't want you winging it for like you did for The Hobbit. I need you prepped. I paid you a $10 million bonus reproduction. You have to work hard. And you'll work hard because I pay him a lot of money, obviously. And Peter has to help me and VJ make the calls for the main things. So every Friday, every afternoon, we don't do concert arts. Peter will be in the office with me and VJ. We're going to make the calls for the main things only. The cameras, IMAX cameras, you cover the cameras. The hotel party, the Bergerac Hotel party, the red carpet event, and the 2-day party. The IMAX cameras, you cover the cameras. The costumes, armor, weapons, machines for the mask. Obviously, the visual effects technology. Everything to do with visual effects, we have to make the calls for all that. The sound department, the editing department, the VFX department. The computer software to render all the visual effects. We have to get the best stuff, high tech stuff in the business. They're gonna ask how much money you putting towards your movie. Yeah, we're putting $600+ million. $600+ million. Yeah, holy shit, your company's top notch. Look at something that will blow the technology of what? Of Avatar and Avengers out of the water. If you thought Thanos looked badass, Avatar will look 4 times better than Thanos. Except he looks more natural, but something 4 times better than Thanos. Because I'm pouring. Peter's like, Ivan, they only put like $60, $70 million towards Avengers, Ivan, and Thanos look like that. You're putting how much again? $660 million. Like, holy shit. You're looking at a revolutionary technology item for your world building, your actions, and your horror, your demonic beings, man. Yeah. Like, how do we blow out the water? Yeah, man. It will blow Hollywood out of the water. Zara? It will blow Hollywood out of the water, my company. And Peter has to help me make the calls for the food and the kitchen equipment. Zara? Like, Peter, I'm not going to have the chefs make food in fucking trailers. Have them make food in a professional environment. Give Eric Chong a professional environment to work with, Sarah. And we're gonna call the farms. We're not gonna buy cheap food, Peter. We're gonna make the calls. The best farm in Switzerland. We're gonna call the farms. We get the onions, the tomatoes, the lettuce, the pork, the chicken, the beef, the rice, the flour. You know what I'm saying? The corn, the peas, the cucumbers, the fish. The fish, obviously. Fish, obviously, right? The milk, eggs, top-notch coffee companies. Where we're gonna get the coffee, the milkshakes, and the soft drinks. Yeah, orange juice, the best stuff from the farms. Apple juice from the farms, man. Apples, blueberries, strawberries, cream cheese for the cheesecake. Yeah, man, all the best stuff we get from the farms. Peter's like, Ivan, you're getting food from the farms? Everything from the farms? I'm like, yeah, everything from the farms. Yeah, he's like, holy shit, your company's top notch. Looking at amazing food, amazing tasting food. Yeah, food from the farms, man. Teriyaki meats from the farms, hamburger beef from the farms, ribs and wings from the farms, man. The pork from the farms, yeah. Cheese from the farms, where you make the pizza. The green peppers and all that stuff from the farms for your veggie pizza. Your pork to make your pepperoni for your pizza, yeah. Sauce, homemade garlic sauce. I'm gonna have to buy garlic from the farms. They make homemade garlic. It looks like amazing. Everything from the farms. The only things that will not be from the farms, like the sauces and all that stuff, you can just call a company for that. But all the food's from the farms, man. That's why I'm looking at an amazing menu for my cast and crew. It's been crazy, yeah. So that's what Peter will help me with. And he also has to help me sign the 4 groups of crewmen. Water Workshop, the mask designers, costume designers, and the people overseeing the extras. And then second year, he has to help me sign the stars, the cinematographers, and the visual effects team. And after that, he's done, and he can go back home, spend time with his family, maybe a month, and he comes back to Switzerland, and he has to oversee the stuff the second year. Those 4 groups of people working in the second year. As well as some of the construction crew might start working second year on the sets. You give them time. Peter will help me with all that, obviously. That's why Xanus will be the best sword builder motion picture. But this one be better than Lord of the Rings. By a little bit. People have been telling me, yeah, Ivan, I read your book, man, like, if you put all this money towards your movie, looking at a masterpiece, man, yeah, this will even top my Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it will. It'll top Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Guaranteed. It will top Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. Guaranteed, man. That's why my company will blow out of the water. And that's why all the Hollywood actors are going to desperately be sending in their resumes. And all the agents are going to try and get their actors in my movie. That's going to be crazy. All the actors are going to beg all these Xanus actors for word. They're not going to give them word, obviously, yeah. Because they're lucky, man. They're going to be part of that amazing story. The last hope for Xanus amazing story. You guys will see what I mean when you read my book. That's what I mean, obviously. Hey, let's do this video. It's Ivan Amara. I'm signing out. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I showed my face 3 times this year. I'm now going to continue with the black screen. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? This is Ivan Amara. I'm signing out. Peace. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.